Good morning, boys and girls. I'm sad I don't get to see all your smiley faces today. Hope you're all doing well. Last week, we talked about Sermon on the Mount, and we talked about taking the first step. And Jesus reminds us that if we have anger in our heart, or if we are sad, or someone has hurt our feelings, that he tells us that we need to go and talk to them first before we come and spend time with him. That he talks that we need to take the first step to make those relationships right with him. Today we're going to continue our DIY on forgiveness. And just like a DIY project, takes some sweat. Sometimes there's a few tears. Sometimes there's a few mistakes. But the great thing is that Jesus has the tools to help us with those projects. And when we ask for forgiveness, he's going to help us with that. He tells us a story about a dad and two brothers. And this dad was quite wealthy. And the youngest brother went to the dad and said, "Dad, give me my inheritance." Inheritance would mean money, land. Back in Bible times, it would mean animals. And he said, "I want it now." And that was basically telling his dad, "I wish you were dead. Just give me your money and go away." Surprisingly, the dad gave him the money, and the son went out and took his friends out to dinner. He went to the movies, and he spent all the money that his dad gave him. And he had to get a job feeding pigs, and he kind of realized one day, man, I am sleeping with pigs when I could be at home with my dad in a house that has lots of food and that's warm and cozy. So he decided to go home. And as soon as his dad saw him, his dad started running out to him. And the son was so embarrassed that this is what he said to his dad. It comes from Luke chapter 15, verse 21. The son said, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and in your sight. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." But the father said to his slaves, "Quickly bring out the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his hand and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened cow, kill it, and let us eat it and celebrate." The son was very sorry for what he had done, but the dad could have easily said, "No, you messed up. I'm not going to have you come home." But that's not what happened. The dad opened his arms, gave him a hug, and brought him back home. And that's the same thing that Jesus does with us. Everyone needs forgiveness. Everyone makes mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. But the amazing thing is that God sent Jesus to die on the cross. And when we believe and put our trust in him, Jesus wants to have that relationship with us, and he accepts us with open arms, just like that dad accepted his son. Make sure you tune in next week because we still need to talk about what happens to the older brother in the story.